Today's adventure begins, as the recording of this, December 1st, Sunday, December 1st, 2024. Gonna have a little Skyliner, possible friendship boat day, park hopping, studios to Epcot, and back to studios. Gonna be a good day. Made a reservation for Epcot, but I wanted to park over here because I'm going to come back over here later after nightfall rears its head and the sun goes down. I want to be able to check out all the Christmas stuff and the neon in the fictional Hollywood. Here at the former MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios. A little bit later. I'm bundled up a little bit because it's brisk now, but it's going to be a little chillier later. So got a little heavier item on my shoulders. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. Epcot and Hollywood Studios Day. I'm inviting you to join me. The reason I want to go over to Epcot is I was going to purchase the Figment Christmas sweater the other day, and I didn't, and I've been thinking about it the last day or two, and I'm going to regret it if I don't get it, because I feel like if I don't, it may be gone, and I'll have missed that opportunity. So I'm going to go back over there and get the Figment Christmas sweater, do a couple Epcot things, and then pop back over here. Join me. It's good to have you here. It feels amazing out. Join me, shall you? Tram approaching. Give it a little honkage. Always good to get a little honkage here at 314. If you're gonna get some honkage, best place to do it is at 314. I don't know why 314, but that's where I parked. At 11:24 a.m., 62 degrees at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Can't be much different over at Epcot because it's just right around the corner. It's going to get down to it's going to get up to 65, and let's see a little bit later. Sunset at 5:30, and then it's going to get 51 by 8 p.m. 50 by 9 p.m. That's nice. Skyliner goes from here, and then I have to get a connecting Skyliner over to Epcot, which is right over there. You kind of have to go a roundabout out of the way direction to get to Epcot Center. Instead of going straight that way, you have to go that way first. But you know what? I love being on the Skyliner. I love transportation devices at the Disney World. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. I never noticed there's a sign right here on the set that says Disney Skyliner. It's kind of silhouetted out by the way the sun is. But yeah, it's right there. You can kind of see it right there, the Skyliner going off into the distance. Love this. I'm kind of curious which one I'm going to get. Am I going to get one? There's Stitch right there on that one. Or am I going to get one that doesn't have any covering whatsoever? This is a non-covered one. That's a non-covered one. Two non-covered ones in a row, and then Stitch in front of them. 248. 248. Going in. Oh yeah. I don't always get my own pod, but on this section, I'm getting my own pod. I was boarding, there was a cast member on the other side of the platform, and he goes, now there's 3 Adams over there. Well, I think he did a 2-finger thing. Now there's 3 Adams over there. The other 2 cast members on the side that were boarding me were both named Adam, and my name's Adam, so he was saying there was 3. It was a trilogy of Adams back there. Caribbean Beach, little stop off here. Got myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage of the Joffrey's Persuasion. There was no one in line. Also, smallest napkins on property. Look at these things. I mean, this is like, look at that. That's like smallest napkin on property alert. All right, heading back over. Walking back up here. Gonna connect over to Epcot. Caffeinated version. I do like looking at these kind of antique version clocks. I always show the one in Downtown Celebration, show the ones on Main Street sometimes, at Magic Kingdom. I'm showing this one. To me, getting my own pod on this one, slim to none. A lot more people in this station's line. Also, if Joffrey's had larger coffees, I would get Joffrey all the time. Starbucks I get more than often because their cups are about twice as big. This is the largest you could get from Joffrey's. Kind of wish they had bigger sizes. I enjoy the taste of Joffrey's. But I also like to feel like I'm actually drinking a full coffee. That's why I like the large ones. Right, I have entered in through World Gateway. I am now over at Epcot. I did not have my own pod. Definitely a much nicer day out here than it was a couple days ago when I came to the opening day. Festival of the Holidays. At this particular moment of the day, definitely a lot more elbow room through here. It's like pretty mellow at this particular time. Usually back here in World Showcase gets really, really busy at night, and during the day it's not too bad. So right now, plenty of elbow room. Most people show up to World Showcase a little later in the day after dark. That's usually how it goes. Oh, Lava Fauna's out.
But I did not want to go empty-handed. So I look and I search. But all I can find are old scraps of wood. But I make into a little baby doll. And I think, it's better than nothing. I am so excited. I will go to the Bethlehem. I will see the baby king. So I run outside to follow the star, but it is gone. The beautiful star, she is no longer there.
Trains were not running the other day due to the inclement weather, but the trains are now back out over here at the little miniature train station. You see the train going by the conductor right there. There's the wheelhouse, I guess you could call it, and then there is another conductor waving from the station. I never noticed that little white guy before. Some pretty good merchandise over here in the Norway Pavilion. Look at this right here. It's like a Viking head on there. World Showcase Viking head. Also some Viking Mickey ears as well. This is kind of like old school. This is almost like Maelstrom era days right here. Doesn't say Maelstrom, but it kind of has that Maelstrom vibe. This little troll has a sweater on. I guess I can classify that as a Christmas sweater, but I mean, it's Christmas time and he's wearing a sweater, so maybe. Troll here, I've never seen him wearing a Viking hat before. Billy's got a Viking helmet on now. He means business. Before he was just kind of casual troll. Now he's like meaning business troll with the Viking hat on. Give him a little handshake. They wear a little finger shake. Into the Mexico Pavilion, where it looks like the Mexico Pavilion has some lights up. They have a few different lights up around on the little merchandise stands around there. They're also celebrating the holidays in here as well. It's not really nighttime, it's daytime, but they make it look like nighttime. Gargantuan skull right there. So that's like a normal size skull. This is like a really large skull that would be, if you had that on a shelf, it would definitely be a conversation starter for sure. You usually count on this to be pretty much a walk-on. Right up there you got Jose, Panchito, and Donald. I recently watched Three Caballeros, so I know all their names now. Right, heading onto the boat ride. Past the pyramid. I think one of my favorite things on the attraction is the Donald Piñata. I don't know, just they kind of, obviously this originally wasn't Three Caballeros, it was just a Mexico ride. They added the Donald Piñata into the section. It reminds me of Small World, but I like that. And then the animatronics they added at the end, which are kind of cool too. It's a fun ride, and always a short wait time. Oh, Figment, I made it back, and I have decided to get the same one that he is wearing. I didn't get it the other day, and I kind of regretted it, and I figured, you know what, I'll get back over here and get it before they are gone. So it's the same exact one that he is wearing here on display and also on the attraction himself. And two different, also when he's holding the corded phone, Figment is the only person on the attraction that still is holding a phone that has a corded phone. He's old school. Popping into the darkness for Nemo. Actually, quite a few people in this queue. Usually this is a complete walk-on, but rarely will you see anyone in this little section, so this might be a little longer wait than I'm expecting. The line for Nemo was really, really, really long, so I decided against it. I'm going to go up here to the DVC lounge and check out what's going on up here. And it says, wait to be seated. We also got some stickers here. You got the Chip 'n Dale at the Cabins, Mickey and Minnie at Riviera, Beauty and the Beast there, and also where I'm going very soon, Alani. Right here, you got Moana. There's trees up in here as well. All decorated for the holiday. Always love it in here. Home of the former Rainbow Tunnel, which is no longer visible. Used to be right over there in the corner, the Rainbow Tunnel, Spaceship Earth off in the distance there. Recently redid this lounge up here. They put a lot of the artwork, original artwork of Figment. He's on a clouded horse, and he's roping up his dreams. Right there. I like that. There's also a conductor here on the Imagination Express. Love some Figment, and this is the lounge directly above his attraction, which I like the Dreamfighter version a little bit better, but it's still a cute ride, modern day. Magnificent front side of water. Here's the Canada Pavilion. There's some construction up there on the top portion. You can climb up to the second level here around the rear of the Canada Pavilion. I just love this man-made waterfall. Big rock formation here. Friendship boat is alerting me that it is on the waterway. I think I'm going to link up with the Friendship boat and head over to Studios. My last Friendship boat ride was pretty dang good. A few weeks ago, a month ago, the operator was just really hilarious. Maybe he'll be the same operator. Maybe it'll be a different Friendship boat. Who knows? You never know what you're going to get. Right over inside the Boardwalk, they have a gingerbread house over in here. I've not been in this resort since they put the gingerbread house up. And I went to a few of the gingerbread house resorts a few days ago, but did not get over to the Boardwalk. This is the Boardwalk Deli made out of gingerbread cookies. You see Mickey and Minnie down in there. They're like creating a little gingerbread magic. Yeah, pretty dang cool. All right, one departed. 10 minutes later, waited a short time frame. And now I'm going to take this over. The former MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios. And have a rest of the day over there. Pulling into the boat dock. Pulling into the station. Love the Friendship boats. That one over there is going to Epcot. This one's going to Beach Club, one little stop, and then after that, Hollywood Studios. I like watching the boats spin around right here. Both of them do the same thing. It's almost like choreographed swimmers, above water swimmers in a boat fashion. Cloud formation. It's like a door to the sky up there. Very unusual. It's like a glare in the clouds, but it really isn't a glare. It's clouds. I forgot they stop over at Swan and Dolphin also. Here's a fishing excursion. He's asking for some honkage. He's asking for some honkage, and they're not going to give it to him. No honkage for the pontoon. Skyliner station. Arriving at Studios. So it's nice to sit in the back and kind of get the, especially since it's such a nice day with the breeze and the cool weather. with the kind of wind blowing the back of the boat. I gotta make my way over to front of studios. As I was walking in, well, shortly after I walked in, after the food, ended up being able to see the Christmas tree lighting. I always love Hollywood Studios at night. After the Christmas tree lit up, got to see all the neon and everything. I made my way over to Slinky Dog. I'm gonna go on Slinky Dog Dash, a mega coaster kit. Slinky Dog time. The line wasn't too long. You came for thrills, you're barking up the right tree, is what Slinky Dog just said. All right, it was only about a half-hour wait. Just about a half hour, which is rare for Slinky Dog, so gotta utilize that. It's go time. Bring into action. Here we go. And at night. Risk. Backlot Express, and I got some teriyaki rice bowl here. Never had the teriyaki rice bowl here from Backlot Express, so I figured I'd try the teriyaki rice bowl. Didn't even know they had it, but I looked on the mobile order app and they did. All right, continue walking around a little bit, looking at some of the neon over on Sunset. I was going to go over and get in line for Fantasmic, but missed the first Fantasmic show, which is 7:30, so I wait till 9 o'clock Fantasmic. So I decided to head over and kind of test my luck with the wait times. Hopefully a short wait time for Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, which said it was like to be like a 40-minute wait, but I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be more like a 25-minute wait. See if 25 minutes sounds more like it, because really it doesn't stretch too far out. Kind of just a few minutes before kind of peeking around the side to see the Chinese theater from inside. So I think it's gonna be shorter than 40. Honestly, it took only maybe 10 minutes to even get to the pre-show screen part, where the screen explodes and the smoke comes out, and you walk right through the middle of the screen. It's only 10 minutes to this point, so definitely a lot inflated wait time from what they were predicting, because now I'm pretty much walking through and going to the trains in 10 minutes. All right, grand total of 20 minutes from where I was outside. 20 minutes from point A to point B, and I'm about ready to board in 20 minutes. That's less than I was predicting. I was predicting maybe 25, but nope, 20 minutes tops. Not bad. Not a bad wait time for Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway. Things over on the side of this wall that are like 3D style, except the wrench is just a painting, but the lantern is like, oh, it just turned on. And then the light over there says red to green. I always like to notice some of the things through here. Also, what is this right up here? This like rope that's kind of like dangling. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Oh, it's supposed to be like a hatch. You pull that hatch down. One thing that's interesting about Runaway Railway is the fact that it's named after Mickey and Minnie. Mickey and Minnie are on it, but they're not the ones driving the train. Goofy's the one driving the train, so it's interesting that they don't call it Goofy's Runaway Railway. And I believe this is also the first time that Mickey has ever had his own attraction, even though really it's Goofy's attraction. And then Minnie's on it, and Chubby, which I think is like my new favorite character, is Chubby. I got a Chubby shirt, a Chubby little magnet the other day. I was going to see if they had any other Chubby merchandise, and they didn't, because the little stand outside Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway was closed. Then I went over to Fantasmic, and Fantasmic is one of those things, the more I see it, the more I like it. Like the more I get familiar with it and know the pattern of it and the songs and everything that's happening, I enjoy it. This time was definitely a really good performance. About a year ago, they added 2, maybe 3 new scenes. They changed it up a little bit, but it's still the classic Fantasmic. I actually prefer this Fantasmic more than the Disneyland one. just because they have a little bit more room and they have the stadium amphitheater style. But definitely pretty awesome. Definitely love Fantasmic. Good way to round out the night. The temperatures dropped just a little bit as well. And also the park closed at 9. Fantasmic started at 9. So it's like little almost 10, 9:55 right now. What time I'm heading out of here. Parked all the way out here into the parking lot. Shift this way. Yeah, good day at Studios. Went to Epcot and hopped over to Studios. Well, that's gonna do it for today. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.